So why do twin flames think about each other constantly? Is that true? Do both people think about each other? And if so, how can I tell? Is there a way to tell? And I've got something even better for you. Do twin flames think about each other at different times? And if they do, why? And here's another even better question. Is there something I can do to get my twin flame to think about me? Because, if your twin flame's thinking about you, maybe they'll reach out to you. Maybe they'll stop rejecting you. Maybe they'll unblock you if they have you blocked. And I've got some very good news for you. This happens to my students all the time. All the time, guys. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach, #1 twin flame coach in the world. Just in numbers alone, I have personally coached over 6,000 twin flame students in my paid coaching program. And I'm saying that for a very important reason. You're looking around on the internet, desperately trying to find answers, trying to figure out who it is that really knows what they're talking about here. And I think by the time you're through watching today, you're going to understand why. I'm the leader in this space. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad that you have stumbled across my channel today. Here's the thing with when looking at twin flame information on the internet, everybody's got a different idea about what to do about your twin flame and why certain things are happening to you or why certain things are happening between you and the other person. Everybody's got a different answer, right? But did you notice that the one thing everybody agrees on across the board is what twin flames are? One soul in two bodies, or it's like the soul splits, or we're the same soul vibration, or something along those lines. Isn't that interesting? Now, I've been asking this question a lot lately of my YouTube audience. If we know exactly what twin flames are, why all the confusion about what to do, right? And it's an easy mistake to make. So I'm not here to put anybody down. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else. It's an easy mistake to make. The internet is a place where people can say anything they want to say. But when you meet this person, it's very intense in a beautiful way. And then when they pull away from you, it's very intense in a very, very nasty way. Woo! The obsessive thinking. You thinking about this person nonstop, and the quantity and intensity of the thinking is like out of this world. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like it's happening to you. It's like your mind is going a billion trillion miles per hour. I would, when my twin flame ran, lay in bed at night and ball myself to sleep in a little ball in the fetal position. And then finally I would fall asleep because I got tired from all the bawling and crying and screaming into my pillow. Doesn't that sound nice? And then I would fall asleep for about an hour and then wake up and just stare at the gosh darn ceiling for the rest of the night. 6 hours. I literally could not fall asleep if I wanted to because of the thinking. The thinking is so intense. It's so bizarre. I've never experienced anything like it in my life. Why is that happening? Well, again, what does everybody say twin flames are? One soul in two bodies. But here's the thing that sets me apart from everybody else online. God bless their hearts. No problem. I know everybody's just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But here's what I am saying about twin flames, and I'll contrast it to what everybody else is saying about what to do about your twin flame. Your twin flame is your soul, guys. You got to do soul stuff. Everybody else is telling you to do mind stuff, healing, clearing your chakras, clearing your auric energy field, getting your Akashic records read, balancing your inner feminine and masculine, healing your inner childhood wounds, doing all the work. I got to do all the work. You always hear that. God, I'm doing the work. Well, what is that? Well, you got to do your healing. Oh, what is that? And then it's like a big circle. So here we go again with healing and clearing your chakras and fixing your inner child and all this stuff, which on its own isn't really bad. I'm not even saying any of that stuff is bad, but here's the thing. That's all mental. Your twin flame is your soul, not your mind. So when you meet your soul in another body, you are simultaneous incarnations of the same soul. You and your twin flame, simultaneous incarnations of the same soul. You know, the soul reincarnates, right? It does that, right? Past lives, reincarnation. You just have two, guys. That's all this is. Now, when you meet your other self, they are your other self. When you meet them, there is this metaphysical activation. That is true. It's the ego mind breaking down energetically, and they even have a term for this in ancient Zen traditions. They call it ego death. This is the beginning of your forced spiritual awakening. The soul, you see, is consciousness, pure awareness. So body, mind, soul, real simple. Back to basics. The way that I teach this to people, that's why my coaching is so effective. That's why it works. You're a soul, guys. The soul is consciousness. The mind is thought, emotion, and metaphysical energy, but you believe you are the mind. Everybody does. And that's not necessarily bad to a certain extent. But when we get into such a deep state of unconsciousness as humans, we completely forget that we're creators. We are consciousness. We are the creative force at our core. That's the soul. That's where you and your twin flame are unity, union. You are one with them. That's where that word came from, union. Why does everybody use that word? Did you ever stop to ask why everybody in the twin flame community uses the words union, separation, or detaching? Don't you think that's kind of weird? Why do we use those words? Well, it's because of where those words came from. The ego mind, which is thought and emotion, and again, we're not saying that's bad, that's just what that is separation consciousness. Okay. And it's this personality form. It's a thought-based identity. It's a history. I'm all these things. I've been to all these places. This is my vocation, my job, my career that I'm doing. This is my family life. These are my friends. These are my beliefs or whatever. A personality, an identity, but the soul is none of those. It's formless. So the obsessive thinking is interesting. You're experiencing this, perhaps, or you have, like I did. And at some point, you ask yourself, why am I thinking about this person so much? This is insane. Who's asking? You noticed thoughts going on. Did you notice that you are that which notices? Right. That's where you and your twin flame are one. And again, in the ancient Zen traditions, they have always called that unity consciousness. That's where that word came from, guys. Union. Separation came from separation consciousness, which is the ego mind, that state of forgetfulness, that unconscious state. When we live through the machine of ego mind and you just kind of automatically move through life. You react to things, whereas the soul creates things. It's consciousness. It's the intelligence. It's the animating force. Now, the ego mind is duality. It works on a system of duality. So if you've ever seen the yin-yang symbol, or you've heard from the Bible, Alpha, Omega. That's what it was talking about. Now, very interesting. In science, they have a word for that too. They call it relativity. Yes, as in Albert Einstein. So hot, cold, plus, minus, here, there, greater, lesser, right? Like a bigger energy, a smaller energy. This planet is bigger, it has more gravity. This other planet is smaller, it has less gravity. And you can bend space around it. You can bend light around it. You can bend time around it. It's duality, relativity, the opposites. And that's how the mind works too. And that's where the yin yang symbol came from, duality. And that's just one of the things that the yin yang symbol is describing. It's also describing the whole entire universe at large. The mind works on duality, right? So I feel good, I feel bad. Emotion, I like it, I don't like it. Thought, it's right, it's wrong, it's correct, it's incorrect, it's past, it's future. Concept, thought, emotion, and metaphysical energy. Also, separateness, the individual, the me. I'm here, you are over there. There's me and there's my twin flame over there. And when you're in this state of unconsciousness, they run because you are polarized. You are polarized at the level of the mind with your twin flame. Why? Because the mind is polarization. It is duality. It is the opposites. You focus on them, they focus on anything but you. You push, they pull away. That's why they run. And you're probably asking, okay, Kurt, but are they thinking about me? Do they think about me? No. Or at least they don't seem to be. Now, you can change that by transcending the separate self, the illusion of self, this separation consciousness of ego mind. And I've got some good news for you. You went through this forced awakening process. Your forced awakening was triggered, activated by the meeting of your soul in another body. It's automated, my friends. All you have to do is take your focus off the person for a while. I have my students, kind of take their focus off the person for a long time and then go within, embrace a lifestyle of Zen. I have them read, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, for example. Start meditating. You can watch the Samadhi movie, Samadhi. If you'd like to watch it, it's on YouTube for absolutely free. It's only an hour long. And when you get done watching it, you're going to go, I get it. And I'm going to go, what is it that you get? And you're going to go, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to articulate it, but I get it. Right. It's beyond concept, samadhi. It's the essence of who you are, the soul. That's your twin flame. This is really just your spiritual awakening. That's all this ever was. Now, when you do those things, guess who starts thinking about you? So if you're not focused on them, you think they're going to think about you? Well, again, the mind is duality. You take your focus off of them. What do you think they're going to do? Right. And guys, this keeps working. I've literally coached 6,000 people. I've caused thousands of unions. You have to transcend the separation consciousness of ego mind. Here's some other resources for you. I've got a whole bunch of free coaching videos all over my YouTube channel for Twin Flames, and I've even assembled a greatest hits playlist. If you'd like to go check it out, the name of that playlist is The True Twin Flame Teachings. And I'd like to direct your attention to a particular video in that playlist called Twin Flames, Separation Consciousness, Unity Consciousness, and Detaching. And I will explain to you how the true twin flame teachings have been right under our noses this whole entire time. Everybody in the twin flame community is using that lingo. Why? Where did those words come from? especially detaching. What's up with that one? And you're going to see all these people online, well-meaning, wonderful people. But again, way too thinking about it, like doing mind stuff. You don't need to do mind stuff, right? That's attachment. But they give you all of these tricks and techniques to try to detach from your twin flame. And for most of you watching, I don't think I have to necessarily pontificate on the fact that it doesn't seem to be helping. Detaching is when you transcend the separation consciousness of ego mind and remember who you are. You are the soul consciousness, the creator, and you are one with everything, especially any other incarnation of your soul, namely your twin flame. That is unity consciousness. We are united. We are one. So what I'm essentially trying to tell you right now is you are union with your twin flame. And you're going, what do you mean I am union? Right. The mind cannot understand this. So it's going to ask a question like that. But a question is a thought. It's a concept. It says, I need more information. You just got to go in here. You are your twin flame. You literally are them. This is a journey of remembrance. Remember who you really are. You are not your mind. That's detaching. And by the way, what I just described is actually right out of the Tao, right out of the Zen playbook. That's where those words came from, my friends. Ancient Zen spiritualism. The twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey. That's all this is, my friends. So go check out those free resources that I gave you. Hit that like button for me. Guys, change your life today. Go learn about what this journey is really all about and feel better. And I hope you feel better fast. Have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone. I will see you next time.